Okay, I am starting with the first part of the syllabus now, and I will move into the rest of the syllabus in a screencast, okay? An upcoming screencast. So this is just basically warming us up with the question, what is philosophy? Okay, so what is philosophy in general? Philosophy is the love of wisdom. It is derived from the Greek word philosophia. But what does it mean to be in love with wisdom? To be in love with wisdom involves a deep, engaged curiosity about the ways in which we think and act in the world. So philosophy is about looking underneath the surface of things. It is a search into the deeper meaning of things, which in turn enables us to better understand our everyday lives. Okay, so it is often correctly said that philosophy is about asking questions. But it is not just about asking questions about anything. It is about asking questions about the way in which we rationally and irrationally think and act in the world. And also, as I always point out, it's not only about asking those questions, but it's also about answering those questions. So not only are you asking questions, but you're also answering the question. Okay? So then we might often be misguided into thinking that philosophy is useless because it is somehow not practical, or that philosophy is only some dry, complicated issues we read about on the page or study in class, right? If we take this misguided perspective, we fail to realize that we all already have a philosophic point of view, whether we choose to acknowledge it or not. So we all have a general idea, for example, of what is right or wrong. That's understood as ethics. We generally have an idea of how we come to know things just in general. That's epistemology, study of knowledge. We have a general idea of how things relate to one another. What is it? What is reality? What is being? What is existence? What is free will, etc.? That is metaphysics. What something is, for that matter, right? We have an idea of, we have a general idea how power, freedom, and justice should be distributed in our communities. That's understood as politics or political philosophy. We have a general idea of what we think of as beautiful and interesting, what affects us emotionally. This has to do with ethics. We also have a general idea of how we are religiously faithful or not. So this has to do with religion and so on. So all of these subtopics are ways that we understand things philosophically, whether we acknowledge that that's philosophy to begin with or not. Okay? So then the difference is that we rarely put such thoughts into words, beyond clever sound bites and into convincing arguments. We might just be repeating something because we heard someone else say it, or because it's the first thing that pops in our minds. The discipline of philosophy teaches us to think about things with well-reasoned precision. So that word reason is going to figure quite prominently in the way we're working in this class. So let's repeat that. We might just be repeating something because we heard someone else say it, or because it's the first thing that pops into our minds. The discipline of philosophy teaches us to think about things with well-reasoned precision and to call such opinions and common sense into question. Common beliefs, common opinion are called into question, and that's how we're understanding philosophy. The discipline of philosophy starts with our everyday world, but it reaches beyond the everyday opinion of things in order to constitute the structure of reason for the everyday. It's not just about reason, but we're going to find that reason actually figures quite prominently into the way that we're understanding philosophy in general in this class. Not everything, but it's a good part of it, okay? So why don't we leave it from here, and I'll talk to you in the screencast to cover more details about the syllabus. Talk to you later. Bye.